guys, welcome back to another player rating video with HMRK. And as we all know, we did play Manchester United. We won 6-1. I'm still buzzing personally. So now we're going to get on with the player ratings.
Absolutely, yeah. So we've decided to take a little bit of time on it, reflect on the win, and gather our thoughts and decide what we think is going to be the right scores for the players. If you haven't seen our vlog, please do. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. And there should be a link up above, so click on that and that will take you to the vlog. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe and hit the bell notification for notifications when we upload new videos. So without further ado, let's move on to the player rating. So India, let's start with Hugo. What were your thoughts on Hugo?
He was good. I mean, he couldn't really do much about the penalty because it's a penalty. So I'm going to give him a 6.
Yep.
Because obviously he didn't have much to do because Man United were all on their side. So.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with you. I mean, he didn't really have a chance with the penalty. The penalty was.
I think he could have maybe tried a bit more, but
I think the way Bruno takes the penalties, he kind of leaves it right to the last moment, and so it was difficult.
He tricks. He plays.
He tricked him. He did. Yeah, that's right. And I mean, the only other thing was Rashford hit the post. There wasn't really much Hugo could do with
and
that.
Also, I think it was also easier because obviously they were playing with 10 men as well. So
so it became a lot easier. So yeah, I'm gonna snap you there. I'm gonna give Hugo a 6 as well. So let's move on to so we'll go right to left. Let's move on to Serge Aurier, who played the game. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
He scored a goal.
He scored a goal and he got an assist.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. 8 because normally I wouldn't give him an 8, but okay. He played really well.
Yeah.
Considering he scored a goal as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. And he was just like, if he carries on playing like that,
yeah,
he'll get far.
He will.
He's got so much potential.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's the best I've seen him play in this Tottenham shirt, and I think that he got up and down very well.
He was when Kane scored.
Yep.
I think the third goal.
Yep.
When Son scored it.
Yep.
Aurier was actually defending and he was blocking a player.
Okay, so he turned.
I saw that. He was blocking.
Yeah.
So then the player couldn't get to Son.
Okay, got you.
And so that was how Son managed to square the ball to Kane.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, yeah. Like I said, he played really well. He got up and down. He not only scored a goal and provided an assist, he provided a fair few crosses into the box. He was defensively sound. He was really good. I think the 10 men might have helped him a little bit. So hence I don't want to start waxing lyrical about him. He had a good game.
Yeah.
I
feel like with Aurier, he has his ups and downs. Yeah,
well, mainly he has downs. But in this game, credit where credit's due. He played really well. And I'm going to I'm going to give Serge an 8 as well, actually. We're going to
be snapping.
Okay, we're going to be doing a lot of snapping here. Let's move on to Sanchez.
Yes.
Okay, Sanchez.
I'm going to give him an 8 again. Just because I feel like, obviously he gave the penalty away.
Yeah.
And I feel like because he gave the penalty away, well, to be honest, it was kind of poor from Sanchez. Obviously, I think
Martial got the wrong side of him, and it looked a bit clumsy.
It was a bit clumsy. It's like Martial had known.
Yeah.
And I think
it was quite soft, and
it was really soft. But then again,
I want to ask the question to our viewers actually. If that would have been the other side, so if that would have been,
would have not given
that's right. So if that would have been a Tottenham player in the box and a Man United defender, and the same challenge happened, would he have given a penalty, and would VAR have overruled it?
He would have either said that he won the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was soft, but it was a bit of a home decision. But just to play devil's advocate, Tell us what you think. If that was in the other
no,
box,
he
would we have got a
wouldn't.
penalty, and
He
would VAR have overruled
When it
it?
comes to Tottenham, no matter what side we're playing, no matter what team the referee supports, he will always like overturn a penalty.
Yeah, it's a strange one, but again, like you said, it was a bit of a clumsy challenge.
Yeah, I think Sanchez should have done better, but
He grew into the game.
He did give away that penalty.
Yeah.
He became like he was fantastic.
Yeah, he was. I think he's.
I don't know what he did.
Yeah, I mean, I've been quite critical about. Sometimes he kind of panics.
Yeah, sometimes he panics like on the spot because like sometimes.
Yeah, and his passing can be a bit astray, but his passing was very good.
He was very accurate.
Yeah.
And he did get an assist, I think.
I can't remember.
Did he not?
No, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't
know. I
but he played well.
Get an assist.
But he played pretty well. I'm going to give him a 7. You said 8, didn't you? So there's no snap there then. And let's move on to Erik Dier now. So Erik Dier, the best thing I can say was that I thought he's improving with every game. Quite clearly, Jose sees him as I think he's number one centre half.
I think he's obviously like progressing.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Because like before he was like. He wasn't the best.
You could see a mistake in him, couldn't you? Yeah. And he probably still has a mistake in him.
To be honest, when he was playing, I could see a little bit of Toby Alderweireld in him.
Yeah, he looks. He's pleasantly surprising me. He's getting better. Yeah. He's distributed because he's played in midfield. Bounds, he's pretty good with the ball.
He's played like a few games now.
Yeah.
So like.
He's getting better.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give Erik a 7.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So let's move on to Sergio Reguilon, who played.
I'm giving him a 9.
Okay, wow. You're going to give him the score first and then explain to us why you've given the score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Working backwards.
Yeah. Okay. So a 9 for Sergio.
So 9. He's just amazing. Like I know, like before he was like he had to like settle in.
Yeah. But
like, he's amazing.
Yeah. Like
he's got that pace. Like everywhere you look, he's there.
Yeah, he is. He showed a lot of he's very dynamic. Like, so he showed a lot of dynamism.
He'd be on that side, and then in a millisecond, you'd see him there.
Yeah. So he's got. Like I said, he's really pace. Dynamic. He's got that pace. He gets into the box. Yeah. I mean, I followed him for Sevilla the year before, where he won the Europa League with them. And I thought he was awesome. And again, I think he was really good. And he was up and down the wing. For me, he was better than... Even though Aurier actually obviously got the goal and assist, I still think... I agree with you. I think Sergio was a bit better and maybe didn't get the goal that his game might have deserved.
I think what I want Reguilon to get is I do want him to get a goal, actually.
Yeah.
Because I think that would boost him.
His confidence, yeah. And the best thing about him is... And the reason I'm going to give him an 8 is... He's kind of hit the ground running. It's like he's been playing for Spurs for years, actually. You know, a lot of players have settle-in periods, and he's just come and settled in. Fantastic.
He's brilliant. He's like, the first game he played, he even had a shot.
Yeah, he did, and the goalkeeper saved it. So he for me, definitely, I'm going to go with an 8. You've gone with a 9. Yeah. So let's move on to midfield. Let's start with Sissoko. What did you think of Sissoko?
I thought he was good.
Yep.
So, therefore, I'm going to give him a 7.
7, yeah.
I think obviously he's turned himself into like a really good player.
Definitely.
And like before, if you wanted Sissoko, he wasn't really that expensive.
Yeah.
But now he's turned himself into like 10 times expensive.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't think we'd have lost much on his transfer value per se. But he's definitely become one of them players. Like, you know, in the documentary, they said that he's a big voice in the dressing room. And you can actually see why he's a big voice in that dressing room. You can see that he's going to command some respect.
Yeah, he actually, I feel like he takes in, like, what Mourinho's saying. And
definitely.
He takes it in and he works with it.
Definitely. And, you know, who would have said that? You know, when he first started, that he would become such an important player for us. And, you know, even when you think that he might actually be a fringe player.
He hasn't played for a while as well.
Because the squad's so strong, right? And so we've got so many different players now within midfield. You know, you think Winks wasn't in the side and Lo Celso was injured. right? So all of a sudden you think we got, and you got Jedson Fernandez as well, right? So you've got some players there, and so because of that competition, you might think that Sissoko might not get a lot of games, but he came on, he performed really well, I thought, and he's given Jose Mourinho a headache.
Then again, he plays well every game.
He does. He's. I mean,
he sometimes he has down games, but mostly he's very good.
Yeah, he's mostly very good.
He's very consistent.
I'm going to go with a 7.5 for Sissoko.
Yeah, gotta get that 5 in there.
Yeah, you're going to get that 5 in there? What about you then? What did you go for?
I went for 7.
You went for 7. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to now move on to... Let's move on to Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg. Right.
He's good.
Yeah.
I know that, like, some people, like, he said that, like, he wasn't very good. And, like,
initially, he did struggle a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he said he wasn't very good. But from what I can see, he looks amazing. Like, I mean, like, when he first started, he was a bit, like, quiet and stuff.
Yeah,
but like, now that he's played a few games, I think he's settled in really well.
He's settling into his position. I mean, that ball for Aurier's goal, that slide rule pass that went inside of Pogba. I didn't even, Gina said it himself in Match of the Day when we watched the highlights. He said he didn't realise he had that pass, and I've got to say, I didn't realise he had that pass. But he's actually forward thinking. He's passing the ball forward a lot, and it's good. It's progressive football.
I think, like, he doesn't really have pace. But what he does have is he has that talent.
And he's reading of the game,
He has the passes.
Yeah, and he can read. He knows what's happening.
What's going to happen.
Okay, I'm going to give Pierre a 8.
I'm going to give him 8.5.
8.5. Okay, so now let's move on to Ndombele, who actually had the rest the last game, and he played 2 on the bounce now. So
obviously he scored a goal.
Yep.
Which was very good.
And it was a good goal because it got us back in the game very quickly.
And I think he scored after 3 minutes after the
Yeah, it was about 3 minutes or 2 minutes, wasn't it? 4 minutes on the clock, I think. Yeah.
So I think he's getting so much better. Like, you think about it, before when he started, his passes weren't that great.
Yeah.
And like, he was obviously quiet, but now he's scoring goals, and
Okay.
He's improved so much.
So what was your score for him?
9.
9. Okay. I didn't think he had a 9 game, but I'm going to give Ndombele. Like I said, he scored the goal. He had another good shot. Right. He was passing the ball forward a lot. And he had some really nice touches, but ultimately he had a couple of poor touches, and he lost the ball in key areas, which I think Jose would have probably have noticed. However, overall, I thought he had a good game. I'm going to give Ndombele a 8.
Yeah, around 8 or 9. But to be honest, I feel like every player loses the ball.
Yeah, every player.
I think every player does it.
Yeah. Right, let's move on to the forward players now. So let's move on to go Lamela first.
Yeah, okay. Let's get Lamela.
Right, what did you make of him?
He was alright. I think, did he score a goal?
No, he didn't. No.
He didn't. I don't remember if he scored or not.
No, you must know who scored the goals.
It was Aurier, then, okay,
yeah.
He didn't score a goal, but he was good. Obviously, he got Martial sent off.
That's right, yep, he got Martial sent off.
He got a yellow card,
yeah.
And he was substituted for Lucas Moura after 40
half-time, yep, at half-time, that's right.
I think, personally, for me, I actually think that was because he had a yellow card.
Yep, I agree.
And I think, because I think Jose knows that Lamela, he will get another yellow card, and he will get himself sent off.
That's right. I think that was a real tactical substitution by Jose. And listen, there's a lot of schools of thought.
Like when I went back to school, like Man United fans said to me that like the referee was like very poor with the decision. But like, if you think about it, I read somewhere, I don't know where I read it, but apparently like if you hit someone on the face, then it's a red card.
Yeah, agree.
But on the chest, it's yellow.
Yeah, I mean, I think he pushed him. Like my feeling is he pushed him away, and his kind of arm went up a little bit, and it looked like an elbow, but it wasn't actually. It was more of like a push away, and so I think the referee got it right. I think Lamela was a yellow card, and I think actually for the petulance alone, and I know it wasn't a lot. But you listen. You know what it is. At the end of the day, he shouldn't have done it. And you can castigate Lamela as much as you want, but so many players do it.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, like, if Lamela's only like pushed him away, I mean, it would have been good to be like I don't know, say something.
Yeah.
Instead of like violent.
Well, he like I said, the worst thing about it was he may as well have given. If he's going to get sent, listen, he's got a 3-match ban, right? He may as well have given him a good right hook and then got, and then gone off. Well, it just seems so like I think it's a red card, but 3-match ban for violent conduct, it seems a bit much, right? He didn't like knock him out or throw a fully fledged punch, right? It was a little slap, so send him off for the one game. See, this is where I think there should be a panel, and the panel should decide how violent it was, and it wasn't really violent.
So
there was more petulance, right? Game. Yeah, so you should really get a 1-match ban.
Lamela, like, I know it was a slap, but like, would you really fall onto the floor? Yeah,
it was. Listen, I'm not gonna deny it, Indy. It was a bit, he really should have stayed up. But having said that, if he stays up, he doesn't get sent off.
But you know what? We'll take a red card any day.
Yeah, we don't really get decisions like that, so we'll go with that. I'm going to give Lamela a 7.
Yeah, I'm going to go for like a 7.5.
7.5. Okay, now let's move on to let's go move on to Son, the South Korean superstar, right? As has been stated on the documentary, this guy is an absolute superstar back home in South Korea.
He has Korea bowing down to him.
He's such a super player. And you know what? I didn't think he was going to play.
I didn't think. Yeah. And he was supposed to have a hamstring.
Yeah.
And he went out on the pitch and he scored 2 goals.
Wow. And he could have, possibly, he had that one-on-one, didn't he? He had that one-on-one when he was through.
If he had stayed on, and then he could have taken the penalty, then he could have got a hat.
He could have, but he should really have done better on the one-on-one. His first touch let him down, where he could have dinked it straight over De Gea for a similar goal to the one that he scored. But he's been absolutely nothing short of amazing. He got an assist. He scored 2 goals and an assist.
Taken off.
He did get taken. For me personally, I
think Jose made the right decision checking him off because obviously he played him, but I think he knew he wanted to substitute him just because you don't want to injure him more.
Yeah, I agree, Indy. Well, that's a good call, and you got to try to protect him because most of the time our goals come from Kane or Son, don't they? And they've got such a good link up. Yeah, they've got a telepathic link up now. They know where each other are, and they're obviously working on this on the training ground, right? So you're right. You don't really want him to get injured, and he hasn't gone on international duty, so he can stay back at Spurs and actually get fit.
You don't want him to get injured because, Gareth, he's not fit yet.
Yeah.
And so Kane will be all by himself.
Absolutely.
And then there might not be anyone to forward him the ball because most of our players are playing basketball.
Definitely. So let's go with the score. I'm gonna give Sonny a 9.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, and so that moves us on to he's one of our own, Harry Kane. And Harry Kane, what can I say? I mean, this year has been about assists for him. He normally scores lots of goals, right? Yeah. But now he's got 6. I think it's 6 assists.
He did score 2 goals.
But he scored 2 goals as well, and that's what he's paid to do. But the assists are just as massive,
Son, last season, I think he got 11 goals.
Yeah.
And 10 assists.
He might have done. I think he probably scored.
Like that.
He probably scored more. Yeah.
But I think, Son, I think he should be probably trying to aim for more goals.
Yeah, I think so. I think that
I think he can do it.
I think that we can't really look past 20 goals for each in the league I'm talking about. They should both be looking at 20 goals minimum, minimum. That should be a minimum requirement.
15 or over.
Yeah, if they can get 20 each, we're looking at a top 4 spot, really. We really are. Yeah. If Son and Kane both score 20 goals each, 22, 23, or say 50 goals between them in the league, that is, then that's a wow. But we will definitely be in and around the top 4, right? Yeah. And looking at Champions League qualifications. Not only that, we might even be looking at finally breaking that drought and winning a trophy for the first time. So yeah.
You know what? I actually think Jose might win us a trophy.
Yeah, let's it's a bit early, so let's just see how the season pans out, because what did Jose say? He said that football can betray you, and he's absolutely right. Football's got a real bad habit of knocking you in the teeth.
Last season, we got to the final and lost 2-0.
Yeah. So it does happen. What final?
Final.
Of what?
The final final of the Champions League.
Yeah, well, that's like 2 years ago now. So, I mean, I thought you said we got to a final last year. No, we didn't get to any final last year. You're talking about a year before. But anyway, get with the programme, Indy. We're talking about this season, not 2 seasons ago. But yeah, no. But that said, coming back to it, let's give our scores for Kane. I'm going to go with a 9. I think he was just as good as Son, and I think the pair of them were fantastic. And I'm going to go a 9.
I'm going to go for a 9 as well.
So there you go. There are our scores.
Overall, I noticed something. Like, you know when, like, the old Tottenham, when we would score a penalty, we would, like, drop dead and be like, the game's over.
Yeah.
They've got a penalty. But we conceded the penalty and we went 6-0 up.
6-0, well, we went 2-1 up and then the penalty. And then we continued. We were ruthless. And we made sure we put them to the sword. So that was the good thing. But you know what? We haven't actually touched on the subs. So let's do the subs. Lucas,
he came on for Lamela.
I believe so, yeah.
Obviously, he did give away the ball a few times.
Yep.
Because I think he does. But he did have a chance.
He did, yeah. And he should have, and Shaw should have got a red card for hacking him down really badly.
Like, you think about it, Man United they were lucky to finish the game with 10 players.
Yeah, they should have had 9 players, really.
Yeah, 9.
They were really lucky, really. But I thought he done okay, and I'm gonna give Lucas a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 7 as well.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to Davis, who came on for Reguilon, I believe. And I think Davis done well, actually. He came on, and I think this is coming back to the fact that there's competition for places. And when you've got competition for places, every player wants to be in that side, right? And that provides the confidence.
That's what you want. You want to be buying more and more players to get people fighting for positions.
I think we've done that. I think we've actually done that. And we've got almost got pretty much 2 players for each position.
Aurier, Erik, Dier, Davies, Sissoko, Sanchez. They have to all fight.
Yeah, they all got to fight. All the players.
They all got to fight.
They all got to fight. So I think that's a good thing. But in terms of Davis, I thought he done well, I'm gonna give him a 7.
Yeah, 7.
And the last player that came on, Ali. That's right, Ali came on. Yeah, probably for Ndombele.
15, yeah, he came for like 15.
Or Sissoko, one of the two.
15,
Can't remember, but
he came on.
Yeah, I think he done okay.
He did alright.
I think he started the transition off. So I think during transition, he passed the ball to Davis before he got fouled for the penalty. And he won the ball back, so really he did have an effect on the game.
Yeah,
and
he did get us that penalty.
Yeah, I mean it was the phase before, so Davies might have got us the penalty, but the phase before the ball actually getting to him was from Dele Alli.
The thing that Ali has is that he has so much talent. Like
he does. Yeah. So I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Actually, I think 7 for Ali as well. So that's.
I'm going to give him a 7.5.
You're going to give him a 7.5. Okay, nice. Just be a little bit different. So that's our scores for the game.
So we do Jose.
Oh, let's do Jose. Yeah, let's do Jose. So what does Jose get? So it's his old club. He's gone there. He's masterminded a 6-1 win, right? And let's get this straight, Indy as well. If we would have scored one more goal, right, just one more goal, and it would have been 7-1, that would have been Manchester United's record loss in the history for Man United.
Tottenham.
Not just against Tottenham, in history. Forget just in history. So, it's a shame we didn't get the extra goal because that would have really been history. And, when you think about it, looking through the history books, in 20 years' time, they would have said Tottenham
6, Manchester United 1.
So we've got the joint record, along with Manchester City and another side that I can't recall. So they've only lost 6-1 3 times. So, but we're happy with that. Listen, Jose masterminded a brilliant win. I thought his subs were good. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad shout, but I don't give out 10s that easily. So for me, Jose's going to get a 9 for his planning and execution of the tactics.
It's not the planning, it's his mind.
Yeah, he plans it though, doesn't he? He planned the team, he planned the strategy, and he planned how we were going to go out and play that game. The problem is the players have got to execute that.
Is that he knew he should have taken the medal off. Well, he knew that.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, that's a sign of a good manager, right? So, you've gone 10, I've gone 9. So, that now concludes our scores. Please tell us what you think, right? I think, and leave the comments below. We love the comments. We love looking at them and responding to them. What else? As always, please subscribe. And we're almost at 1,600 subscribers, and we're well chuffed. That's fantastic for a pair of dimwits like us, say, you know what I mean? To have nearly 1,600 subscribers, we're really humbled about that. We're really, really chuffed and pleased. And as always, catch us on the next one. Come on, you Spurs!